Good morning, dear children. Okay, good morning. Happy to see you again in our physics class. We were discussing about motion. Yes, in the last class, we tried to describe motion with some physical quantities. And we have seen some physical quantities such as displacement, distance, speed and velocity, right? Yes, speed and velocity gave us the rate of motion. We have measured the rate of motion. Now, we are going to see the next physical quantity to describe motion. Shall we start? Yes, the physical quantity to describe motion, acceleration. We have acceleration. You are familiar with this word acceleration, right? You have experience of moving in a vehicle. You don't have the experience of driving the vehicle, but you have the experience. You have moved with your parents, traveled with your parents. Then you have heard this word accelerator. What happens? What is that device? When we give or when we do something with the accelerator, what happens to the vehicle? Yes, the speed changes, right? Speed changes. So, accelerator is used to change the speed, that all of you know. Then what will be that acceleration? So, when we apply accelerator, what happens to that vehicle? Its speed changes. It gets accelerated. So, acceleration comes. So, here you can see a car. The car was moving and at the signal red light is there in the signal. So, when we see the red light, definitely we need to stop. So, we apply the brake, right? Yes. Then the speed changes. Then the velocity definitely change. Velocity changes. That is, the velocity decreases when we apply the brake. Velocity decreases. That is, velocity changes. Is it? Then, when we see the green signal, the car starts moving. That is, it increases the speed with time. There also speed changes. Then definitely velocity changes. We can say that this car, this vehicle undergoes acceleration or it is accelerated. Why? Because the velocity changes. Yes, we are going to measure the change in velocity in a particular interval of time, and that is what we call acceleration. Okay, so let's see acceleration. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. We already have seen the change in velocity when the car starts and when we apply brake. The velocity change, right? So that change in velocity in a particular interval of time, that is what acceleration. That is, change in velocity in unit time is called acceleration. So here the time rate of change of velocity. Change of velocity in a particular interval of time, that is the time rate of change of velocity. So the time rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So whenever there is a change in velocity, we need to say that the object is accelerated. It has undergone an accelerated motion, right? Yes, another type of motion is that. So acceleration is what? Change in velocity in a particular interval of time. Time taken for that change. So change in velocity divided by time is what? Acceleration. The ratio of change in velocity. So suppose we can take a time interval 10 o'clock and 10:30 is the stopping time. So in between 10 and 10:30, that is at half an hour, the velocity of that object changed. Then that change in velocity, so we can take at 10 o'clock the velocity of that object was u. What do you call this small letter u? It is the initial velocity. At the starting time velocity, that is a initial velocity. And if v is the final velocity of that object, by the time 10:30, we are taking that 30 minutes as a time interval. Then the time interval t is equal to 30 minutes, right? Yes. Then the acceleration is denoted by the letter small letter a. Small letter a is a notation for symbol for acceleration. A is equal to change in velocity, initial velocity and final velocity. So what will be the change in velocity? Yes, it is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by, so final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken, that is equal to, what is the final velocity? It is small v minus the initial velocity small u divided by time taken is t. So you have the equation for velocity. A is equal to v minus u by t. So A is equal to v minus u by t. Then we can discuss a SI unit. What will be the SI unit of acceleration? Here we have change in velocity. What is SI unit of velocity? Already we discussed in the last class, right? Yes. What is that? Meter per second divided by time has got the SI unit second. So you have meter per second divided by second. Then meter per second into 1 by second, reciprocal. This is simple max. So that is what? Meter by second into second is second square. So we have the SI unit of acceleration, meter per second square. Or how will you write it? It is meter m s raised to minus 2. Why minus there? Because s square, that square is in the denominator. So ms raised to minus 2, or you can write like this, meter per second square is a SI unit of acceleration. Then what about what type of physical quantity is acceleration? It is a rate of change of velocity. It also has both magnitude and direction. So it's a vector physical quantity. So acceleration is a vector physical quantity. So children, keep this in mind. Whenever velocity changes with time, then the body is said to be accelerated. Clear? Yes. What about circular motion? Last class we have discussed about the speciality of circular motion, right? Yes. Circular motion, here you can see a car moving through the circular path. It is moving. So at each and every moment, the speed, the velocity or the direction of motion is in a straight line, but the car changes the direction due to the centripetal force I told you in the last class. So here each and every time the car changes its direction, even if the car is moving with the same speed, it is moving with the same speed, so the magnitude of velocity is same, but the direction is changing in each interval of time. So definitely velocity changes. So in circular motion, every time the velocity changes in all types of circular motions. So there will be definitely acceleration. So we can say that circular motion is an accelerated motion. Why? Even if it is moving with the same speed, uniform speed, it changes direction, so velocity changes, and definitely it is an accelerated motion. Clear? So this is an important point for you. Now, conditions for zero acceleration. So we have discussed acceleration as the change in velocity in unit time. So whenever velocity changes, acceleration is there. What happens when an object is moving, object moves with uniform speed, uniform velocity? Uniform speed is okay, but uniform velocity, that means the magnitude and direction is same, uniform velocity. Here, example for uniform velocity, here a truck, you can see it is moving in a straight line with a speed of, let it be 30 kilometer per hour, and it is not changing the speed. So the magnitude of velocity is same, uniform, and it is moving in the same straight line motion. The motion, the velocity will be uniform. So it has, this truck has uniform velocity. So when the object moves with uniform velocity, then what will be the change? Uniform velocity means no change in velocity. That is, you have v will be equal to u. Then the final velocity and initial velocity will be same, because it is moving with the same velocity. V is equal to u. Then what happens to a? A is equal to v minus u. Both are same. So it becomes 0. So acceleration becomes 0 when, yes, the object moves with the same velocity. So whenever an object is moving with uniform velocity, what happens? The change in velocity is 0. Then the acceleration also will be 0. So this is a condition for 0 acceleration. So in circular motion, definitely acceleration cannot be 0, because circular motion velocity will change. We can see, we can have so many motions, that is uniform speed, and object is moving in straight line, then it will be a 0 acceleration. It has 0 acceleration. It has no acceleration. Okay. Then uniform and non-uniform acceleration. We have seen uniform motion, uniform speed and velocity. Then what will be uniform acceleration? Yes, let's see. Here a ball is rolling down a smooth inclined plane. A smooth inclined plane, the ball is rolling down. Suppose no air resistance is there, then this object increases the speed changes, the speed increases, and it is moving in the same straight line, direction will not change, so magnitude of speed changes, and here speed increases, and the change, so velocity changes, the change in velocity is uniform. The change in velocity is uniform in a particular interval of time, in equal intervals of time. So equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time, then the object has uniform motion. Here you can see a cyclist moving down a smooth inclined plane. Then he is increasing his speed. So we have acceleration as change in velocity by time. If this change in velocity is uniform or equal, if the change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time, then the object has uniform acceleration. Children, note this, the change in velocity is equal. The velocity is equal means uniform velocity. The change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time, then we can say that the object has uniform acceleration. I will give you an example. So if the time t is equal to 0 second, then time after 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, we are checking the velocity. So here, if the velocity is 30 kilometer per hour, then let it be 40. Then after 2 seconds, it increases the speed again. Then 50. Then here 60. Likewise, the velocity changes in 1 second. 1 second is a time interval. Within that time interval, the time interval is equal, and within that time interval, what is the change in velocity? Everywhere the change is 10 km per hour. So, equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time. The velocity is changing, but the change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. Then the object is in uniform motion. Then what about non-uniform motion? A car moving through a crowded road, what happens? Yes, it cannot change the velocity uniformly. So, unequal change in velocity in equal intervals of time. Okay, let's see some more examples for non-uniform motion. See this? Here, a bus is moving towards a bus stop. It is entering the bus stop. So, definitely the speed decreases and it reduces the speed and enters the bus stop. But here, the change in velocity is not uniform. It is not uniform. It varies. Change in velocity varies in equal intervals of time. Okay. So, in the next case, the bus is leaving the bus stop. Then also, the bus increases the speed gradually and the change will not be same in equal intervals of time. So, unequal change in velocity. If an object changes the velocity unequally in equal intervals of time, then we can say that the object is in non-uniform motion. Bus entering the bus stop, bus leaving the bus stop. So, train entering the platform. The train is entering the platform. Then the motion is non-uniformly accelerated motion. Non-uniformly accelerated motion. So, we have so many examples around us. We will discuss it. Okay. So, this is about uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Clear? Yes. Keep only one thing in mind. The change in velocity is equal. Okay. Here comes another two types of acceleration. Positive acceleration. Positive acceleration. So, acceleration can be 0. We have seen that. If no change in velocity is there, acceleration is 0. And acceleration can be positive or negative depending upon the situations. Let's see the situation here. So, here you can see a tree. So, tree is here. So, here an apple is falling down from that tree. Apple is falling. So, apple was here. Apple was here at rest and it falls down. So, here the initial velocity of the apple was 0 because it was at rest. And when it falls down, it is moving directly to the ground. With what? Who pulls it down? Yes, earth pulls it down. Earth attracts it towards the center, so it comes down. Is it? Due to gravitational force, it comes down. So, somebody is pulling us down, then definitely our speed increases. So, velocity increases. Direction will not change, straight line. It moves in straight line towards the ground. But here, the speed changes, so velocity changes. So, velocity changes. What will be the change? Does it increase or decrease? Yes. Earth is pulling it down. Earth is pulling the apple down, pulling the fruit down. So, definitely the velocity increases. The velocity increases with time when an object falls freely downwards. That is free fall. This object, the fruit, is freely falling downwards. So, here you can see the fruit falling towards the ground. It is falling freely. That is, only gravity is there to pull it down. It was at rest in the tree and gravity pulls it down. So, velocity increases. And what happens to the acceleration when velocity increases? So, you know that acceleration is v minus u by t. So, initially it was at rest. So, the initial velocity was 0. Then its velocity increased to v. So here what will be this quantity v minus u? This is a larger value and this is a smaller value because velocity increased with time. Final velocity will be greater than initial velocity. Then this quantity v minus u will be positive. So here v minus u is positive. So v minus u is positive, that means A is positive because time is a scalar quantity, no positive or negative. So if v minus u is positive, definitely acceleration is positive. So here the ball. So here a ball, the boy was holding a ball. You know that when we want to throw it upwards, we have to apply some force to give the speed for the ball, right? And if we keep the ball like this, it is simply, you just release, move your hand, just release it. No one, we are not giving any speed to that object. It comes down. So here it was at rest, that is the initial velocity was 0. It was at rest. When we release our hand, it comes down due to gravitational force. Then definitely velocity increases and v will be greater than u and v minus u is positive and so acceleration is positive. So for a freely falling object, the acceleration will be positive. Definitely it is an accelerated motion and the acceleration will be positive. Clear, children? So example for positive acceleration. So in this case, the direction of acceleration, this is the direction of acceleration. Earth is pulling it downwards and the body is moving like this. Body is moving in the same direction. So the direction of acceleration is equal to direction of motion, direction of that velocity. So in the case of positive acceleration, direction of acceleration will be equal to direction of velocity. Okay, this is what? Positive acceleration. Next we have negative. Acceleration can also be negative. So we have negative acceleration with us. Yes, here you can see a girl throwing a ball upwards. When you throw a ball upwards, you are giving, first the ball was here in her hand. So you are giving a speed. It is a non-living thing, so it cannot move by itself. So we have to give a speed. Is it? Yes. We are giving a velocity, that is initial velocity is there. We are giving some initial velocity, maybe 10 meter per second. So 10 meter per second is a initial velocity, let it be. Yes. And it is moving upwards, vertically upwards. What happens? Earth is here. Earth pulls the ball down. Somebody is pulling us backwards. What happened to our speed? Definitely the speed decreases. Yes, speed decreases and therefore velocity, yes, decreases. Velocity decreases. Object is moving upwards, so the acceleration is downward. So direction of motion and the acceleration is in the opposite direction and velocity decreases with time. Then what happens to v and u? What is the relation? Initial velocity, it was there, and when it moves up, velocity decreases due to the gravitational pull of the earth. So definitely final velocity will be less than initial velocity. Final velocity will be less than initial velocity. So when velocity decreases, A is equal to v minus u by t, we know that. Then v is less than u, v is less than u. So definitely this quantity, that is v minus u, will be negative and therefore A will be negative. There comes the negative acceleration. So acceleration is negative whenever the object decreases the velocity with time. Okay, and the direction of acceleration and direction of velocity will be opposite in that case. So here any object is, when we throw an object vertically upwards, then the object moves with negative acceleration. So negative acceleration is also called retardation or deceleration. Retardation or deceleration means negative acceleration. But in situations you will get the acceleration of a ball thrown upwards is 10 meter per second square. But it is thrown upwards, so you have to know that the acceleration is negative. So you have to put acceleration is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. You have to take negative. What does this negative sign indicates? It indicates that the acceleration is negative. The direction of velocity and direction of acceleration is in the opposite and velocity decreases. That is the indication. So here you have to take whether acceleration is given, you have to take so here acceleration is specified and the object is thrown upwards. You have to know that it is retardation or deceleration. So it will not be specified. We call negative acceleration or negative acceleration as retardation or deceleration. Okay. So you are now able to identify the significance, right? Yes. One more thing. So here a truck attains a speed of 10 meter per second in 10 seconds. So here we have a numerical. We can do it this first one now. So here the speed of 10 meter per second a truck is moving in time 10 seconds starting from rest. So what will be the initial velocity? It is starting from rest, so initial velocity will be 0 and it attains a speed of 10 meter per second. That is the final velocity is 10 meter per second and the time taken for that change in velocity is 10 seconds. Change in speed. Definitely velocity changes. So you are asked to calculate the acceleration. Here what will you do? You have to write the required equation. We have the equation v minus u by t. Then substitute the value. V is 10 minus u is 0 and divided by time 10 seconds. That is equal to 10 by 10. That is equal to 1. What is the SI unit of acceleration? It is meter per second square. So 1 meter per second square is the acceleration. Okay. So we have discussed what all points today. Here acceleration as a rate of change of velocity. Then the different types of acceleration we have discussed, uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Then acceleration can be 0 when the object moves with uniform velocity, is it? And acceleration can be negative and positive. There is negative and positive acceleration. Okay. Go through this, children. We can wind up for today. Okay.